Assam government issues fresh order, offices, shops etc. to shut down at 2 p.m. Hello and welcome to Karbi Anglong Live. I'm Jirbon Kilingpi bringing you the latest news for this morning. And now the news in detail. The state government of Assam on Tuesday issued a fresh order aimed at curbing the spread of COVID virus in the state. Under the latest order dated May 4, 2021, as per Supreme Court's order issued on April 30, government and private offices, all shops, commercial establishments, hotels, among others, are to remain shut down at 2 p.m. Night curfew to continue as before until further orders.
All shops and commercial establishments, hotels, resorts, restaurants and dhabas are to shut down at 2 p.m. However, delivery of essential goods through e-commerce may continue with observance of COVID-19 appropriate behavior. In addition to this, sale counters, showrooms or cold storage shall not operate after 2 p.m. More importantly, and with the exception of organizations rendering essential or emergency services, both government and private offices would have to be shut down at 2 p.m. on all days. Pharmacies, hospitals, animal care centers, and veterinary clinics may operate without restrictions. Public transport systems shall operate as before, as auto rickshaws, cycle rickshaws, and taxis shall operate with one driver and two passengers maintaining social distance, while city or intra-district and interstate buses will be allowed to operate with 50% of seating capacity. Wearing a face mask is mandatory for all persons. News Desk report, Karbi Anglong Live.
In another development, a 10-year-old girl of Kamjoy Tokbi village under the Nomati constituency returned home after 2 years. The 10-year-old girl, identified as Serdihun Hansepi, daughter of Komal Hanse and Charne Timungpi, was brought home on Saturday from the house of a Bengali family at Tumpreng, where she has been living for education and as domestic help.
Serdihun was brought home by her relative after Sumila Ronghangpe's gruesome story came to light. She was brought home by her relative, who finally found her address after an exhausting search and approached the owner of the house to send her along in the pretext of preparing official documents for her, which requires her presence.
তুমি কোন আছিলা কোন আসি কি দুদুন আমি যে থাম তুমপ্রে কমা হেমলো বংশ বাঙা খে হেম বাঙালি হ্যাঁ কোসন না কোসন না কিছু কিছু না কি পামিম নাং চেক না নাং চেকো ও আর জুলং লদি না তো সুমার বাংকন নে বা থম দে ও তো সু হেম সি বিদুন কল হাদা মানে হাদা বাই কোসন না প্রিতা এন নামলো মা
en namlo o kene ram pu bon bi enda mama en kesika kan
oh
bi enda
oh
o da ga ka bi hem
Karbi ke rabi hem ini ke theng ke chokpi ni lason Karbi hem mang avela oh dak kamjoy tong bi arong ame ka alang ditum si cepaduk pon lo alang ditum ke penangan daga ke gibidun daga rong pes kami ke gibidun aputhak ini tum Karbi Anglong Live pana ko chini
Karbi Anglong Live betul man coro palo ang home report si dilihin pen na julong ta paper ni jadong julong papria prasi itu tandak itu atote adak bang he bidun mane dugo ko tong mane ke delo to ke delo masi ada bang hello jubin ko lo se jame non pan ke son son le ro masi itu che ki fu am delo si non pan ke si hem si pa dorong lo si hem ben si non ki school lo pathan rong ko.
It may be mentioned that a huge number of minor children from several villages under Numati and Socheng Thanta constituencies are reportedly kept in Nagaon, Hojai and Sonitpur, among other districts of the state, either willfully or allowed to be taken away by their parents for education while working as domestic help due to extreme poverty. There has not been any study or census of children from the Twin Hills district of Karbi Anglong, and therefore no data is available about the number of children who are working or living outside the district. Bikram Terence report from Danarong for Karbi Anglong Live.
Villagers of Khartoum MSC constituency in Assam's Dimahasau district have demanded the ruling government for early completion of the village road. In 2016, the road was proposed under National Highway 627, which connects Barakweli to Guwahati, passing through Harangajau, Turuk, Moldam and others interior villages in Dimahasau district, for which land survey and necessary fund for compensation, etc. have been allotted by the authority concerned.
Despite the advancement in official works, the villagers allege that the road is motorable only during dry season, and that too only with four-wheel engine vehicles. After that, the entire area would become unmotorable after rain. The villagers also say that during emergency medical situation, they have to carry the patients in a self-made bamboo stretcher to reach nearest medical facilities in New Sangbar on foot, which is about 30 to 60 kilometers depending on location of the village.
खराब है बहुत दिन हो गया
कितना साल?
ना साल तो ये में तो पिछले हफ्ते में जब बारिश गिरता है ना रास्ता तो खराब होता है।
ये रास्ता तो कब से खराब है?
बहुत साल से खराब हो गया हम लोग का रास्ता, बहुत साल से खराब हो गया।
कोई रास्ता खराब है तो प्रॉब्लम नहीं होता?
बहुत प्रॉब्लम है, हम लोग कुछ कर नहीं सकता, हम लोग का सरकार से नहीं बनाया, हम लोग कुछ बना नहीं सकता है।
The present condition of the road is not only depriving villages of medical facilities, but also the entire economy gets affected, which can be seen with rise in the price of basic commodities, and trading with other part of the district is almost impossible. The villagers also allege that all of the representatives who were elected from the constituency have never brought any development for the constituency, but only votes and false promises.
ये रास्ता है थ्रुक जो असम का जो कॉम्प्लेक्स है ना उसमें जाता है। हाँ, जो अभी जो इलेक्शन हो रहा है उसका वो जाता है। ये मेन रास्ता है अभी जो आप लोग देख रहे हैं, ये तो बहुत खराब है। आप लोग देख रहे हैं कैसे ऐसे जो टूरिस्ट कैसे आएगा इसमें, ये तो नहीं आ सकता ना, आप लोग जानता है ऐसे नहीं आ सकता। ये रास्ता तो हम लोग बचपन से खराब है, क्या बोलेगा, तो बचपन से खराब है, क्या बोलते बनाया गवर्नमेंट में नहीं देखता है। अभी इलेक्शन फिर री इलेक्शन है बोल के गवर्नमेंट भी पूरा गाड़ी दे रहा है। अभी तो जो भी दे रहा है, जो भी पॉलिटिक्स में इन्वॉल्व हो रहा है, ऐसे प्यार करता है उनसे हम लोग भी आगे बढ़ेगा। हम लोग का जो भी यहाँ का जो इलेक्टेड मेंबर है उसको भी आगे बढ़ने देगा, कि रास्ता भी बनेगा, हम लोग भी वही चाहता है। उन्नति इसमें आप खुद बोले ना, इसमें हम क्या बोल सकते हैं, इसमें उन्नति क्या है, उसमें हम लोग नहीं बोल सकते ना। इसमें उन्नति क्या है वो तो ये बचपन से देख रहा है। हम लोग खाली आगे में फ्यूचर बेहतर देखना चाहता है, कि मैं फ्यूचर में ये रास्ता हम लोग बचपन से देख के उसको चेंज देखना चाहता है।
The said road passed through remote villages under Khartoum MSC constituencies, and people here have no other alternative to connect with main part of Assam. As such, the people have urged the authority to take up immediate steps to end their long pending distress. Suraj Burman's report from Haflong for Karbi Anglong Live.
The Karbi Students Association and other organizations of the Hill District continued their rally program in demand of free and fair justice for the family of the 12-year-old girl allegedly burned to death in Roha on April 22. The organization also submitted a memorandum addressed to the Nagaon Deputy Commissioner on the case and their demands.
The rally on Monday, organized by the KSA and other organizations, was held at 11 a.m., during which the participants, including students, chanted their demands seeking justice for the family of Sumilarong Hangpi and that penalty to accused Prakash Chandra Borthakur and his son Nayanmoni Borthakur, who were blamed for the gruesome incident. The organizers and participants also demanded that the case be transferred to fast-track court in order to get early justice. In addition to this, they demanded Rs 20 lakhs compensation towards the family and job for the family member under the KAEC. Further, in their memorandum, the students' body demanded a school in her memory with immediate appointment of sufficient teachers for the school. KSA Volongkomachi District Committee President Ajay Rongchehon, who led the program, submitted the memorandum address to the Nagaon District Deputy Commissioner through the Bakalia Police Station OC Manjit Terang.
Silpini nilitum Lada bolong komaji long ong dungar mu che tong penil tum lada songamen cipupe pinben kalitang sumila rong hang pia panili tum justice hang pilot la penil tum la so along ni tum nogang district adisi pan memorandum panong si iltum da bolong komaji long in charge mate usia pan si ari deng sin tum memorandum alobang pijir lo.
Vason Terang's report from Volongkomaji for Karbi Anglong Live.
Man elephant conflict incidents is not a new phenomenon in the hill districts of Karbi Anglong, and the worrying fact is that it is seeing a rise since the past 2 years. And Siltarampur is one of the areas where the wild elephants are sighted on regular basis, due to which local residents of the area are living under continued fear for their lives and properties.
Located under the Mahamaya constituency, the Siltarampur Forest Reserve seems to be a favorite spot to get food for the wild elephants, due to which residents of several villages are getting affected by it. The affected villages include Rongmindar Sarthe village, Bahar Rongpi village, Dongki Terang village, Jengronghang village, Jor Teron village, Morok Terang village, Lindok Teron village, Ingleng Kopthe village, Dinso Terang village, Sarthe Rongpi village, Kuli Terang village, Mangkrung Terang village, and Jekong Terang village, among others. Due to its proximity with the Siltarampur forest, men of these villages had to stay on constant guard at night during farming season to protect paddy and other standing food crops on a daily basis. Villagers told that they have been incurring huge losses every year, as the wild elephants would appear at night for the crops and paddy rice which have been harvested. The villagers told Karbi Anglong Live that in the past, their areas were once part of thick forests, and even when villages were set up, the wild elephants continued to frequent the village areas even after several decades have passed. The Dongmokak Forest Ranger Rajan Rongpi told Karbi Anglong Live that their department have also been providing all assistance possible under them to help villagers affected by elephants' attack or destruction of crops or their properties. He also stated that firecrackers have also been distributed to residents of Siltarampur area once a week in order to drive out the wild elephants from entering into human habitats or paddy fields. He also informed that their department has also been providing cash assistance to villagers during their medical needs. Meanwhile, residents of Siltarampur area, while interacting with Karbi Anglong Live, urged upon the Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council and state government to take their decades-long problem at the highest level for its permanent solution.
Lapen forest aso me ahok nang cerap dulu sami alang itu ke la pompi nang kontrol anda jalan itu sami ini ada kata ni la senora mate itu ahok nang sini nang Karbi Anglong Live kan non jilo pos ni bang nasi ini alang le aso ahok lo ini minasang na jo itu pino waste kami itu kemarin nak ke ngaro so apthak alang ke tong litu bajinya kepen non apor ang litu baji hinia por ang litu inal pela ini ke ton mani litu itu nalang itu itu kecil kon itu life itu hai itu nasa kalau sarang itu mungkin dolar itu padu pen sampai itu 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 trilo kita makan itu kami itu apa lagi kita nunggu kita jogan sampai itu masuk marah makin nak sebagai supri sampai lah sobar saya long mandi itu supri lo itu lah so kita long mandi itu mati tin sampai pembuarong mati lain itu berkerong tapi itu mula sok itu kadok itu napen hem kita hang itu matu itu kita terus kami itu lah so kita itu kadok ya war sampai supri lah national highway lo lah sotoar mako kalau sotoar parlo pulote kalau datang ke lah so Siltarampur dalam so reserve hai dalam situ ang tiga teori lo reserve sitame ladang nang lo hebat kayo kadang-kadang lingkan pen ladang si elephant corridor kita forest so kita jadi dia kalau hebat lo ladang lingkan paano lingkan pen ladang indar macam-macam ladang itu pokoknya ini sih ladang Siltarampur hawal jasa lah highway hari itu rocky le rocky punya arah arah tempat ajo bang ame kejang itu kan kisu
And with the aim of truly confirming their stories, the Karbi Anglong Life team decided to stay at night in order to capture the wild elephants, which the villagers stated were almost regular at night time to sneak into their paddy field and village in search of food. And the wild elephants were truly seen roaming the area and crossing highways, a frightening time for villagers who might not be aware of their constant presence. Even though villagers may find some success in preventing their entry, many of their standing crops and farming plantations like areca nut and banana plants still get destroyed by the wild elephants. Following this, residents of Siltharampur area have urged upon the government and concerned department to provide solar fencing as has been made in Kaziranga National Park. In addition to this, the villagers told Karbi Anglong Life that they have even submitted a memorandum to KEAC CEM Tuliram Ronghang and State Forest Department to seek permanent solutions of their issues and problems. Bikram Teran's report from Danarong for Karbi Anglong Life.
Now those were the top stories for this morning. Thank you for watching Karbi Anglong Life and stay safe.